Hello, friends, and welcome to another episode of the This Is Gonna Hurt podcast with J. Gordon Duncan. And if you're wondering why the J, the answer is I'm not a bagpipe player. And if that joke doesn't make any sense, I encourage you to check out episode 0, where I explain that joke, as well as the purpose of the This Is Gonna Hurt podcast, where we talk about faith, family, fitness, finances, and sometimes fun. Well, if you're watching this, you can see I'm not in the studio. In fact, this is January 1st morning when I'm recording this. I didn't go into the studio this past week. I tried to take some time with my family, which I'm very thankful that I did. But it's January 1st. And first of all, as always, I've got to say thank you. We grew this year like no other year. I missed a couple episodes. I think we put out 46 weekly episodes, so there were 6 weeks where I did not put out an episode. I appreciate that. Before that, I think in the first 4 years, I never missed a week. But it's just the necessary part when you're doing production in the studio and that kind of thing. As sometimes I'm able to record 2 or 3 episodes at a time, and then sometimes I'm not able to get in for 2 weeks. But I want to say thank you. You guys were incredibly great. You listened. Now that we've added the YouTube channel, you have watched, and it just means a ton. So thank you. We're going to continue with bringing in guests. We're going to continue our focus on marketing and coaching and growing your business, while still talking about family and fun and all that stuff. So thank you. But really what I want to do is offer some New Year's wishes for you on my part. So just a very brief episode letting you know what I wish for you this year. And what I wish for you this year is very much tied in what I want for me as well. You see, I could sit down and we could say, I want you to be healthy, and I'd like for you to earn a lot of money, and I'd like for you to read a lot of books, and I'd like for you to eat better, and I'd like for you to pursue like spiritual health. And all of those things I do wish for you. Those are things I wish for you as well. But none of those wishes are going to matter whatsoever unless you do 3 things. So it's everything that comes down to it, whether you want to call it a resolution or you want to call it a goal. None of those things are going to matter unless you do these 3 things. So these 3 things are what my wishes are for you. Because again, you can achieve any goal, or at least you can make progress towards any goal if you do these 3 things. So this is what I wish for you guys this year. 3 things. Are you ready? My 3 wishes for you in 2023. 1, I want you to be as specific as possible about your goals. 2, I want you to put a plan in place to achieve those goals. And 3, I want you to take action towards those goals every day. That's what I wish for you. It's that simple. 1, be as specific as possible about your goals. 2, put a plan in place to achieve those goals. And 3, take action on those goals every single day. Let me spend some time helping with that. Number 1 is being as specific as possible about your goals. If you aren't specific about your goals, it's very difficult to measure whether you're making progress or whether you're falling behind. Let's say you want your company to earn more money this year. Well, that's a little bit specific, right? If you know what your numbers are in 2022, you can think, okay, well, I want to make more. That means that might just be, $1 more. So it's a little bit specific, but not specific enough. But if you break those things down into monthly and weekly and daily goals, and then you know how many contracts it takes for you to get those goals, then that becomes a lot more specific. So for example, if you know that you need 4 new contracts a month, or 1 contract per week, then that's what the goal is. Like, okay, I need 1 new contract a week. I need 4 new contracts a month. I need 48 to 52 new contracts a year to achieve my overall goal of X, which is more money than I made last year. So it's very, very different. I spoke to someone just recently, and they set a number goal, and then very quickly in that coaching call, we realized that what that means is that they're going to have to get a new contract per day, per business day, 20 new contracts per month. And that's what it's going to take to hit their goal. Now, it's not impossible for what they sell, but their goal, when they did the back math on it, realized that they need 1 new contract a day. Well, that's fantastic if that's where they if that's what they want to work towards. This applies to whatever your goal may be. If your goal is that you want to be more spiritual or more spiritually healthy, that goal has got to be quantified in some way. If that goal is wanting to do with your health, then it has to be quantified in some way. So your goals have to be insanely specific if you'd like to make progress. But here's the most important thing, even beyond your goals, is number two, you have to have a plan in place. It seems like the book of the year last year was Atomic Habits, and the quote from that book is, "We don't rise to the level of our goal, we fall to the level of our systems." And so what that means is you have to have a plan in place to meet those goals. So I'll use that example before. Let's say someone wanted one new contract per week, 48 or 52 a year. Okay, what are the action steps you're going to take to get there? Does that mean that you're going to sign up for a coaching program like Capitalize Your Best? Does that mean that you're going to enter into new networking groups, whether they be online or in person? What does it take? What are the action steps that you know you need to take to get to enough people so then you're going to get that one contract per week or 48 to 52 a year? You see, without the plan, those goals are just things that are flying out there and you're not going to hit them. So make your goals as specific as possible. Two, put a specific and definitive action plan in place. And then three, take steps every single day. Every single day. You're like, "Gordon, does that mean I have to work 365 days a year?" Maybe, but that's not necessarily what I'm instituting. If you're saying you're going to take one day off a week, great. Then what that means is that day of rest, that means then you've got to put in a lot of work in those other 6 days so that you know you can take that day of rest. Every other day, you're like, what is it I need to do to move towards my action plan to meet my goals? So it works down like this. You're like, okay, I'm going to get one new contract per week. Okay. Then it's like, to do that, here are the action steps, right? I'm going to get a coaching program like Capitalize Your Best, and I'm going to do the work in that program, and I'm going to join one new networking group. Okay, you've done that. Then, but daily, you're like, what should I be doing? Well, daily, you're going through your coaching program, or you're meeting through your coach, or you're going to that networking group. If it doesn't meet that day, I'm meeting with people in that networking group. Then that means that you've got something to do every day to hit that goal. So if you work backwards up in my daily stack of things to do, I know what I'm doing. It's part of my action plan, and my action plan leads to the accomplishing of my goals. So no matter what you want to do in 2023, if you do these three things, you have a better chance of achieving it. So what I wish for you this year of these three things, I want you to, one, I want you to be as specific as possible about your goals in every area of life. Two, I want you to develop an action plan to achieve those goals. And then three, I want you to take daily action. Even if that day is a day off, it's part of the planned process so that you can work hard in those 6 days prior. So friends, those are my New Year wishes for you in 2023. I hope you have an amazing year. I hope you accomplish a ton of goals, blast through them, succeed, that you do so well you have to reorient your goals midway through the year. That would be wonderful. I want to say thank you for being a part of this journey with me. Thank you for being a part of the Capitalize Your Best program. If you don't sign up for the program, at least join the Capitalize Your Best Facebook group. Thank you for coming to the seminars. I plan on this year now, to being even bigger than prior. That's always the plan, and I've got action steps and goals that are very specific that drive me every day, and I hope you do too. So again, thank you so much for being part of this sort of a laid back This Is Gonna Hurt episode. I hope it's an encouragement to you. If you want to find out more about our coaching program, just reach out to me directly on all the social media platforms, or you can go to capitalizeyourbest.com and learn more, or about my business, capitalize.biz. But the best place is to go to capitalizeyourbest.com. Friends, thanks so much. I hope you have a wonderful 2023, and we'll talk again soon. See you next week.